So today is going to be an intimate session because it's just you and me. But typically, Queer Connect is a place for us to tap into our bodies, connect with our bodies. So often in this world, we're stuck in our heads where everything is possible and not possible. There's
Mhm.
all this gray area. And what I like to do in this space is to intentionally meet with other queer people or with other people and just be without expectations, without defining, without wanting something to be perfect or be the right way when it isn't and all that stress to just kind of let it be. So I'm gonna let's start off with some deep breaths, and I wonder if you could mute yourself for this part so that it only catches my voice, because I want you to have the chance to really release, really get into it if you're comfortable. So let's start by closing the eyes and find a place internally where you can be safe. A place internally where you can be centered, grounded, a place that feels very secure. And the great place about the mind is that you can go anywhere. You can be anywhere, you can experience anything. So I wonder what this place looks like for you, this safe haven. Maybe it's just blank, but maybe there's color. Maybe there's a pet animal with you. Maybe you're occupying a body, and maybe you're not. But in this space, it's safe. And now I'd love if you can put one hand on your stomach and the other hand on your chest or your heart. And we're going to do a two-part breath. We start by breathing into the stomach and then breathing into the heart. So let's take a deep breath into the stomach. One, two, three, and then into the heart. One, two, three, and then just hold. And then let it out all out. Let's do a few more. Into the stomach. One, two, three. Into the heart. One, two, three. Hold. One, two, three, four. And then release. Awesome. Let's do a few more. One, two, three into the stomach. One, two, three into the heart. Hold. And then out. One, two, three into the stomach. One, two, three into the heart. And then out. And now just find a natural breath that feels comfortable. Or if you'd like to continue with a two-part breath, that's awesome as well. Just keep breathing. And now let's go through the body, starting at the head and then ending at the toes. And the reason I like to do this is because a lot of times we have emotions or experiences stored in different parts of the body. We have experiences and emotions stored inside the body where we feel stuck. And we have a new participant joining us. Hi, Alex. We're just going through breathing in the body and going through the sensations in the body. So let's start at the top of the head. I'd love for you to visualize just a light at the top of the head um, that feels soft and welcoming. And then move down into the cranium, into the brain, and imagine all the worms in there, all the thoughts. Just breathe. Now move to the eyes and see if you can feel the sphere of your eyes and relax your eyes. Now feel into your nose and see if there's any tension you're holding in that nasal pathway. See if you can release so that you make more space in your nostrils to take more air in. Now let's get down to the throat. Often we hold so much pressure in the throat because there's so much that we want to say, so much that's on our minds, but it's stuck there. And I wonder if you can just feel into the pressure in the throat and see if you can just release it just by acknowledging that it's there. Mm. And all this time, don't forget to breathe. And feel free, you're all on mute, so feel free to let out any sounds that you need to let out, even if it's just a simple sigh. Now let's get down to the neck and shoulders and the upper back. This is the place where we store a lot of expectations and projections from the outer world, where we carry a lot of responsibilities and stuff like that. So I wonder if we can just tap into that place and hold ourselves in all of these burdens that are placed on us and see if just in the presence of witnessing it, we can release it. Hmm. You're doing great. And now let's stay kind of in the same spot, but move to the chest, to the heart space. This is not only the space of love, but also the space of being seen in your truth and speaking from your truth, holding yourself in your truth. It's the place of authenticity. It's also the place where we're raw and honest and vulnerable and messy. And I welcome you to just embrace that feeling, that weight of seeing yourself reflected back to you in the spot. And if you'd like to press your hands towards your heart and let yourself know that it's a safe space and it's safe here. Beautiful. And now let's move down to the tummy. And you can move your hand there as well, or just your mind there. This is the place of digestion. It's the place where we digest what we experience in the outside world, the place where we alchemize what experiences we really liked, what experiences we kind of want to shake off. It's kind of like the purification place of your body, the cleansing place. And I guess the kidneys are also part of that too, but just this place with all of these organs that so badly want to love you and appreciate you. Mm. I welcome you here to release the tension in your stomach, release the pressure in your stomach, and just breathe into this space. I welcome you to make some sounds here, make some deep belly breath sounds. And I'll do them with you, even though I can't hear you, but breathe in and breathe out. Let's do a few more. In and out. In and out. Ah, very nice. And now let's move to the hip area, to the root area where the bottom of your spinal cord is, the groin area. I wonder if you can tap into just that pressure of your seat on the chair, the pressure of your bum on the ground, on the place where you're sitting. And I welcome you and invite you to feel into roots growing out of your bum. Small baby roots or big, large roots. Parts of yourself that have been with you for a while, and parts of yourself that maybe are new and just sprouting, just feeling into the experience of being in this really crazy big world. And I welcome you to even hear the sound of these roots. Maybe it's a crackling under the soil where these roots are taking form and taking shape. Maybe you can imagine all the little bugs that are there right next to you under the soil. The centipedes or the little bugs that are also feeding off of the nutrients in the soil. And all of these roots, every single root corresponds to a branch that is visible from the outside, or a little leaf that grows. And I welcome you to imagine all of these little leaves, all of these little branches. And if you'd like, you can stretch your arms up. I know it might look a little bit silly, but just be open to it. Stretch up, stretch to the side, stretch to the other side, stretch out, stretch in. Ah, beautiful. Now let's keep going down to the legs, the thighs, and we'll do the knees with that too. If you can, put your hand on this area just to engage with it. Maybe give it a little scratch, maybe give it a little bit of a loving touch, maybe some pressure there. Often the knees and the legs represent the journey that we're on in life, the never ending journey. There's such sometimes pressure to reach a destination, but often as soon as we end one thing, we're thrust right into the beginning of something completely new and something completely maybe out of our ballpark or past our just created comfort zone. And so in this space, I welcome you to just appreciate the journey that you are on. How many miles you've walked to get to this meeting with me and with the other folks in this meeting, and all the miles left to skip and run and walk that you have left, and the beauty of being rooted in this current moment is actually quite wonderful. Now let's move down to the feet or to the calves and see if we can just ground in the presence of the whole body here, the whole body rooted through the feet. And I'll give you just a minute here to feel through your whole system. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths here. That's wonderful. Now I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for now. See if you can um, get some movement into your body. I love doing this thing where I put my hands on my knees and then make a few circles, intuitive circles with the body. And you can open your eyes if you like to see how I'm doing it. But what we're doing here is we're just letting our body speak to us from a physical place. And you can start with small circles or big circles, depending on how much energy or life you have in you. I know that in the process of life, we're often living as much as we are grieving what's, dead and dying. We can even think of it from this perspective. Every time we go to bed, the person that existed throughout that day goes to bed to sleep to death with that night, with the sun that goes down. And the next day when we wake up, we're a new person as well. And that's something I really value when it comes to queerness, and the fact that queerness is often the antithesis to a world where we are, when we structure ourselves and put ourselves into little boxes, that's what's profitable. That's what's allows a lot of people to make a lot of decisions for us that we maybe don't really want to agree to. But when we're in the body, there's that space to really feel through what we're saying yes to, what we're saying no to, what we want to witness and experience. After all, so much of life is about the focus and the attention that we give to whatever that we're experiencing. And I encourage you right now in this space where you've cultivated this moment of stillness, if you can embrace, and I love for this part, if you can put your hands like this over your arms, and this is called a butterfly hug. And in this space, you have your hands on your shoulders and you're giving yourself little butterfly taps. And it's like a warm hug. It's like letting your body know, I'm here. I haven't always been here, and I'm sorry, but right now I'm here. And it's kind of a playful invitation to the body to be like, yeah, like we're here now. We're safe right now. And I encourage you, invite you to come into a place in your imagination where you can have anything, anything that you want, anything that is colorful and vibrant and bright. What would you like to experience in general? This can be small, big, medium size, maybe more of what you already have experienced that's been super great, right? Take yourself into that place of just what feels really good, what feels really safe. Queerness allows us to create, and a lot of creation is kind of a play between destroying the foundation of what hasn't been working, or maybe what worked yesterday, but what doesn't work today, while also in the balance of creating what is now new. It's it's like turning the soil over whenever you feel like it, really. Whenever you want to embrace new aspects of yourself. And in this place, there doesn't have to be words or even really images. Unless that comes to you naturally, then absolutely. Often, this is just a place of rest. It's just a place of being. In a world where there is so much pressure to make ourselves understandable, figure outable, and, you know, utterly logical, utterly unconfusing, utterly palatable, we miss out on so much magic that happens in the in between, in the moments where we decide, oh, wow, I didn't really like that, but isn't it cool that I tried it out? Or, wow, I really like that. Isn't it so cool that I can try this out and see if I like it? There's actually a lot less limits. There's a lot more room for interpretation in our experiences. Mm, so beautiful. And now I'd love for you to thank your body for allowing yourself to be so intimate and so deep and so honest. Um, so honest. I'm very proud of you, and I hope that you are also very proud of you in this moment. And just stay with the body here. There's no running, there's no changing. And lean into any resistance that is there as well, whether that's mentally or emotionally. Every part of you is welcome. Every part of you is welcome. And if you would like, you can repeat after me or invite your 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 being to say anything to your body that it needs to hear right now, whether that's out loud, if that's available to you, or in your mind. What does your body need right now? What does your body need to hear? Maybe it's I love you. I'm here for you. I'm sorry you've been so stressed lately, and now I'm here for you. Maybe your body needs an apology or a gentle, I'm sorry that I haven't always been here, but I'm here now, and I hope you forgive me for not always being here. And notice if your body releases any resistance. Maybe your body has been holding out on you a little because it doesn't super trust, but you're acknowledging that, hey, I'm here. I'm here now. I want to be here now. Hmm. And what's different now? What's different now? What's different now in this moment that was not the same when we first sat down here? And if you'd like to, if you have a paper nearby, or if you want to step away to grab a piece of paper, if you'd like to write anything down, but no pressure to do that at all. What's different now? And I'll give you a few more moments here with this question. What is different now? What has changed? You're doing so well. And now I'd love for you to open up a notebook or just answer this in your mind. What new has emerged here that you would love to hold on to or take greater care to notice as you walk out of this meeting today? Or what you would like to carry into the evening or the night? What you would like to wake up with tomorrow morning? Maybe it's not something that you necessarily need to change right now. Maybe it's just that you've noticed something that you'd like to keep noticing or keep being attentive to. There's no right or wrong. There's no what can't I be, what can I be. Although, if that resistance does come up, I invite you to sit with it as well. What stands in your way? And are you open to releasing it? What, if anything, stands in your way? And are you open to releasing it? Hmm. And as we think about release, I would love to invite you into something called a silent scream. Have you ever heard of anything like that? A silent scream? All right, so a silent scream is when you basically open up your mouth really wide as if you're yawning, and you can place your fist right here to give you some pressure. And I can demonstrate. So you're gonna open your mouth like you're yawning, but like you're screaming too, and see if you can just push anything out physically, not through a scream, not even through a breath, just through that physical action of opening up the mouth, like this. And when you play with that pressure, you notice that there is so much that can be released just through the physicality like when I do this, for instance, I notice that all of these unspoken words that I keep in the pressure of my throat or just in my chest, what I want to say, who I want to be, all of that can be, all that pressure, those layers and dampeners that dampen who I want to be. All of that can be dissipated through this one simple action. That is what I really emphasize in my work with Queer Connect, the physicality and the nervous system attunement, and what kind of relationship we want to have with our bodies as we move through this world. And as we continue with Queer Connect, I'll be teaching more and more ways to engage the senses in the body in the process of releasing or navigating the world. There's a lot, there's a huge There's a lot of value in speaking the truth, but before you're able to speak the truth, often you simply need to come to a place where you're comfortable holding that truth within yourself. Being just okay with that truth sitting somewhere, even if it just starts within the body. And I'm a firm believer that anything that we want to experience in the external world starts within first. As without, so within, as within, so without. Um, I'm sure you've heard this term before thrown around on the internet. You attract what you are, not what you, I guess, yearn for. That's kind of the approach that I take when it comes to the physical body and experiencing the whole range of experience. So, yeah, I just wanted to personally thank you both for joining me here today. And I'm gonna end the sharing because I would love, or like the recording.